Okay, let me think of where I was at. I was at, we had went to the second bank and met with the financial advisor. And we actually had 2 meetings there, and then he transferred that money over to that account. That is where the $10,000 come out of. Once the money went over there, it was wired to the next bank. In the meantime, that's going on. My sister and I took care of the power, the cable. We went and took care of all that. We made sure my mother's bills were paid because that was important to her. Um, Very important to my mom that everything be paid on. She didn't want to owe nobody. So we made sure that that was all taken care of. We went to the post office. We did everything that we needed to do. We went to the bank, the one that the large amount the money went to. That's what Mary's concern has been the whole time, is that money. Okay, I'm gonna. This is hard, it's kind of a little scrambled, and I apologize. But with Mary, it's hard to. She just keeps going on and on. Now, I have documentation, and I'm not a very organized person, so I have to go through everything to find it. I have some things right here available. I am looking for one more folder that has the record from the large amount of money. All right, so then we go back to the bank, and my sister and I agreed with her. Whatever she wanted to do was fine. Really, as far as the bank, that money at that bank, it was her name. She could have done anything she wanted to do. Now she knew what to do, and that's exactly what she did. The only discrepancy was nowhere in any paperwork did it ever say that Mary was to receive anything. Now, I promise you, my sister would do nothing that would get her in any kind of legal trouble, and nor would I. Neither one of us are them kind of people. So we agreed together that we would give Mary the $10,000. It was a cashier's check. Now, at the same time, we all, that's what my sister did. She got cashier's checks for each one of us at that particular moment. The only one that was held back some was that one for my little sister, Mary's mother, because she needed, my younger sister, she was always, a little slow, and she was easy to be taken advantage of. So the thing the concern was, we wanted to make sure that she would be okay. We wanted to make sure she had a home, and that she's gonna be okay. So that's what was done. We got the cashier's check that was going to Mary. Everything else got mailed, except for what she, the check I had, and that 10,000 that had Mary's name on it. We drove out. Well, my sister just wanted to be done with this, so we drove out to the condo, which Mary was just still there, which is something I want to point out to you. And we went in, and I took the pictures. I wanted the pictures, family pictures, and my sister didn't really want anything out of there because that's just the way she is. And so the pictures were important to me, and I thought, well, my sister wanted one picture, and I made sure she got that one picture, and that's what we done. My other sister had taken a few dolls, which is in a story I told a while back, but sorry. So that's all that was taken out of that condo. Now, my mother's whole life was in there. Clothes, furniture, just everything. And when we walked out that night, after we handed Mary that cashier's check, we told her and I explained to her that 2015, which was just a few months prior, when my mother passed away, the taxes on that property were due. And I informed Mary that I did not write the check for it because, why, I don't really know why. I was at the hospital, and honestly, I wasn't going to do nothing extra for Mary anymore. I knew them days was coming to an end, and that was it. So anyway, I explained to her that the taxes for that particular piece of property was going to have to be paid. We handed her the cashier's check. My oldest sister appointed me as the spokesperson of all things, and I was told to tell her, here you go. Do not ever contact or bother us again. If you think you're owed more, you're not. You're not getting nothing else from us. So that's it. We're done. Well, with that, that was it. And well, of course, Mary asked about the deed to the property. She wanted, we told her nobody's going to stand in your way. To our knowledge, it was a free and clear piece of property, and that was what we told her. It was hers to do with as she pleased, and actually, and everything in the condo was hers to do with as she pleased, and she did. I can show you, and I'm about to, where she sold a lot of things in there, gave them away, and trashed things. So from November 15th, 2015 to, here it is, to the middle of April of 2017, she was in that condo, free and clear, and had everything there. Every possession was there with Mary, hers to do with it as she pleased. And she let it all get thrown out like trash. So if you wanted to go by exactly what was written, that is exactly what Mary got. She got more than she was entitled. She wasn't entitled to nothing. She got more than she definitely deserved. For my sister and I kind of regret that we did that, because I think about, sentimental, but, honestly, for me, my life had been, I wanted to come home. I wanted to see my family. I just wanted to come home. And I had been real sick. I had pneumonia. It took me a while to get over it too, but, I just wanted to come home. So anything in that condo, they wasn't nobody gonna fight for it. Well, now, somebody might have, but we didn't. So when she tells you that we left her there to die, no. We left her there with the understanding, which she knew this, and she like I said, she lies, but she knew that the condo, that there was a large amount of money still owed on that condo. The loan, I have the papers. I got to pull up that folder. I got to find it for you, and I will show you. The condo was owed more money than it was worth. Okay, and the type of loan that my mother had to take out on it was a very restricted type loan. Okay, it could not be transferred into anyone's name. So when she tells you she was supposed to get the condo, nobody was going to get that condo unless you had a couple of $150,000 to pay to get it. So that's, she knows this, but she will never admit to it. I would have probably done it. I would have probably, I've loved to have kept it sentimentally, but not for that. I couldn't lose everything I have here for that sentimental, thing there. But no, Mary wasn't. That's just all garbage. And you'll see that when I pull out these papers. I have the, because of course we got sued. The bank, they ended up suing us, and it wasn't, and I can show you that too. It's actually on, Mary's got it on hers. The names on that the bank papers, the lawsuit, was myself and my sisters. At one point, Mary was just simply an unknown because she was, hoarded up in there. And then she still remained an unknown person. But then they knew she was living there. But never, ever was she ever an heir to anything, except exactly what she had. She was in there sitting on. So she did receive more than she should have. She had the entire contents of that condo. She was there from years prior to 2015, but from the time my mother died till 2017, she sat up in there and drug people in and out and just did her thing. And thinking she's entitled, and what she didn't count on was, people, I have to say this, I'm always been this way. I'm just very vocal, very spoken out. I say what I say. I mean what I say. I'm not a flip-flopper. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And there really is nothing you can do about that, and nothing's going to change that. You know, if you're an asshole, you're an asshole, and I don't want no part of you today or tomorrow. And that's just me. And wrong or right, that's how I am. I don't play games. I'm not going to just be nice because, just because. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. If you're an asshole when you're alive and you die suddenly, you died an asshole. And I'm not going to talk nice about you just because you died, okay? Not going to do it. So an asshole's an asshole. When you're dead, and you were an asshole when you died, so therefore you're an asshole. But that's how I am, and that's how I've always been. I'm very loyal, but I can be an awful, awful person to come up against, you know, because if I don't like you, you know, there's just nothing holding me back because I don't like you. Ain't no worry about me coming around and saying, you know, pity and sorry, and I didn't mean that, and because I meant it. Promise you I meant it. Okay, back to the subject. Okay, we took care of that, the bank. We gave her the money, and she asked, where's the deed? Now, my sister and I had discussed this prior to walking in there. Mary's mental illness was never where she had, I'm trying to be nice here, she was always denied, if that helps you. She was in charge of her own self at all times, okay? Honestly, I couldn't stomach one more second of dealing with her. So that's, you know, we talked about this, and she said, where's the deed? My sister and I looked at each other, and we looked straight at her, and I said, figure it out. We're done. And we turned around, and we left. Okay, and we never went back. She never heard from us again. And we didn't go write no books or do any trash talking on Reddit or anything else. We went on with our lives. Mary, on the other hand, did not do that. That's what brought me to YouTube. Okay, let me get back to, we handed her the money. What she did with it was up to her. It was a cashier's check, simple to cash. All she had to do is go to the branch there in Fernandina Beach and walk in there with her ID and cash that money. And that's what she did. And that's what I need to show you here. Let me get this, because I was trying to find all these records again around this house, because I am truly an unorganized human being. But I did put it on a little slide. Let me see if this is it. Okay, this is it. Let's see if I can, all right, let me see if I can get close enough where you can, because I don't think, uh-oh, sorry, y'all. Finger in front of the lens. I don't think you can see it. Okay, this is a little slide I did, and I'm going to try to, this kind of just documenting her lives. Okay, you see this where she, this is her purchases, okay? This was when she got the check for $10,000. It was like January 5th. All right. Here's where she got her Netflix and lights, and that's when she cashed the money. She was eating gator tail in June, so she had some money left in June. You know, she freezing her wine, and oh yes, these are her purchases with that $10,000. She didn't even bother to do anything else. Okay, I can't see it. This right here was interesting. This is something she had put on, and it had bothered me, which is the main reason I had went to Florida. This right here I just put on here because I wanted you to understand see the two names. Went too fast. Let me get my little clicky thing here, which is under mine. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably do this again because I know you can't really see this. I got too much light. These are just things that she has lied about that I had put together because I wanted you, you know, I put it on my channel, and because I wanted it to go through life with her. Because, you know, I just wanted to follow her. These are just simple things that she'd like. Let's see if I can go back a little bit here. I'm sorry. You know, I don't know how people like Adonis Paul do what they do. My God, this is not, they're so organized and everything they got planned. And everything just looks so easy. Well, you know what? I'm just struggling here trying to put some facts in front of you so you can see. Well, okay, look, I tell you what, I'm gonna stop this and I'll come right back because I'm trying to keep. I gotta keep these under like 15 minutes.